Hi, how are you? So as a marketing department, we have been traveling all over the country, trying to do some product activation. And today we are in Hoima, and so this is one of the rooms that we have spent the night in. And so I thought it's important to show you some of the things I travel with, because as a design, of course, part of your most important KPI is to design, and so you should be able to move with certain resources that should enable you support on this role fully. So yeah, this is the bag I carried, so I thought I would give you like a bag tour of sorts. So to start with, our backpack is called How to Play. It's a fully black backpack, apart from the white label here, but it's fully black. It has a jean or denim like texture, so it's a bit tough, which means it's not going to be spoiled very easily, and also it gives it a bit of semi-waterproof conduct. Semi-waterproof, as not aesthetic, like that feeling, like, so if it's raining on you, or if you're like on a border or something, water isn't going to penetrate fully. Another thing I like about it is that you see how these are the zippers, and so the zippers are a bit hidden, yeah. So like after like zipping up, they're a bit hidden, so it's not like you cannot easily pickpocket. And yeah, it has like this outer pouch and then the internal. So I think we shall start with the internal, to show you the most important. I think the most important of the setup is this is my MacBook Air M3 2024 model. I think the beauty is that, as anyone who has ever used like a MacBook, it's like super fast, very responsive. It has 8 GB RAM and 128 GB storage, which is not a lot of storage, but I use Google Drive to save my work. I work off the Google Drive because that way you're backing up your information, but then also you can access it off the other devices. So storage may not be a big issue for me. And I believe the 8 GB RAM, which is unified RAM, that means if you're doing anything that is super crazy, it can borrow from the other, like from that 28 GB. So I usually run like my Adobe Creative Suite, so it's like Photoshop. I mostly work in Illustrator. Sometimes you're doing some Photoshop work or InDesign or After Effects. So I think it's good for a job. And then also, the thing is that it has very nice battery life. So it's about like 5 hours. And when you're in the road, sometimes you're not in a hotel room or anything. You're working like in the van, or you're working on the site, and you don't have the luxury of plugging into like a power cable. So having that storage to work off, I think, become not storage, having that power security to work off, knowing that at least you have a maximum of 4 hours, minimum 4 hours, especially if you're like running this high-end softwares. I think that's comforting in a way. There's a lot you can get done during that time. So it's like my powerhouse, and it's also portable, lightweight, sleek design. So yeah, another thing that I work mostly, this is my iPhone 13. The beauty is that, first of all, I like the case. So when I went to buy this phone, the only color that they had was red, and I wasn't a biggest fan of red itself, like red being alone, because usually I see red as an accent color. I don't see it as a fully like branded, like something that you can run off red being your primary color. Of course, there are brands that have done it and have done it well, but it's always very tricky. But then the perfect case for it. I think it's called abstract heat. If you can read abstract heat. So the beauty was that it has that opening around the camera, so it gives that the red becomes an accent, because as you can see, the cover is mostly black, then it has like these openings which look like vents. They also help that red to pop out even here. So at the end of it, I ended up loving the phone. So why I like the phone is that this does a lot, yeah, for communication. Because of the ecosystem, these two can easily work together, like sharing files. I use this to hotspot myself when I'm like on these trips. Then I also use it hotspot myself. Then I also use it like sometimes to record stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of things that it can do for me. So these two are like my major work components, hardwares. So yeah, but because of that, because of the things that I do with it, that drains its battery. Like it drains the battery a lot, and that means the battery is not you're not going to rely on it, because now imagine you're using it to like reply to Slack messages, then sometimes it's hotspotting the laptop, so it means you need to have like external power, you get. And that brings, I think that's a good connection to our next item. Our next item is this is a Powerlogy power bank. It charges, it has both, its output is both 65 watts and 20 watts, which means it could run you the whole day. If you're only charging your phone, it can power your phone throughout the whole day. And that means you're using like a phone, internet, and whatever. This is trusted. When I bought it, they said it can charge the phone, because it can charge a laptop because of the 65 wattage output, this C type here. But the time I tried it, the laptop charged from around 4 up to 15%, which is pretty decent. But this charging happened in like 5 minutes, and the thing was fully drained. So it's not as reliable. Of course, from 4 to 15% on a MacBook, it's not a small deal, but still, it's really, surely it wasn't meant to be charging MacBooks. Maybe it can charge like other laptops that may have like smaller batteries or something. But yeah, it's a pretty decent thing. And then also given the fact that it's like its wattage and whatever, I think it's 2000 mAh. I don't know, I've forgotten the measurements, but yeah, 2000 something, whatever way they measure power bank capacity. So usually such power banks of that capacity are usually like very big or whatever, but it's a solid brick, and also it's not the heaviest. Yeah, so that's it. These are the cables. I want to show you the cables that I usually use. This cable, which is also a fast charger C2C. It's meant to, so if you plug it in and then you plug in, if you're maybe charging other things, it also helps you if you're like trying to share information from one device to another. Then we have our normal C to iPhone charger, the USB. Yeah, that's what I used to charge the phone. So another trusted gadget, I think gadget is what I have to be using. Another trusted gadget is this Powerlogy. So these are two items of Powerlogy: the power bank, and then these are the headphones biology. So they have noise cancelling, they're black, which I think it's the same color as this. The time I try to have like black things, so we have like, so we're going to count the number of things that are black. We have a black backpack, black power bank, the phone has a bit of black, then now the headset. So the beauty with the headsets is that they're massive, they have that nice bass, basically, because these are mostly for music. So if I'm listening to music, or if I'm watching a video, also if I want to be submerged from my environment, if I'm on the van walking, or I just want to just be fully locked in deep work, is a nice. So yeah, they have like nice padding. I think the battery can run you for like around 12 hours, so that's like a full day if you're running them on repeat. And so I think that's pretty decent battery. Bluetooth, they connect to the phone, they connect to the laptop, they can connect to two devices as I go, so you can easily switch depending on which device you're playing audio on. So yeah, that helps you lock in, concentrating, so yeah, it's the beauty of, and then also they're foldable, which makes it easy to like pack. What next? Another. This is the iPhone. So this is the iPhone. Just iPhone. This is the MacBook charger. Of course, if you go to charge, we have the MacBook brick, which can also charge other things because it has a C opening, C type opening. So I use this mainly to charge the power bank, because the power bank charges at 62 watts. So, and this produces that. So I use this to mainly charge the power bank, because some extension cables or some sockets are don't have this, so they can't really connect here. So usually that's why I carry this. I think it's an extension. I don't know. I went to the shop and I don't know what the name of this thing. So I went to the shop and I was struggling to explain. And the fact that in Hoima, that Luganda is the main language. And then also, not every shopkeeper, every local shopkeeper is speaking English. So it's a bit of a hassle, but we eventually got it. So usually we connect our brick. Why isn't it connecting my people? It has connected. So you connect it like this, and there's also like another option. So if you have like two of these or whatever, so it gives you that old. Actually, I think this is how old things used to. Old MacBooks, I think, would come with this extension of their own, but yeah, this time they no longer produce that. Oh, the one I got, my MacBook didn't have that in there. So this is the iPhone charger. It's a fast charger, so that means it's going to charge your phone in no minutes, which I also use to charge other things, like maybe if I'm charging the headphones or whatever. This is my trusted. So yeah, those are two. These are now white, because I don't think MacBook produces any other color of this things, this charger. Another trusted thing that I move with is my Holy Land, the Holy Land Mac something, or I think Mark II microphone. So they're like tiny microphones. You can see it's one of them is what I'm using to record, and then the other looks like this is how it looks. It's pretty compact. I hope. Then this is how you connect. Put this behind the shot. And so I use this one usually when I'm recording, when I have like some audio to record. You never know, you might want to record yourself, maybe for YouTube, or you may want to like jump on a call with someone, and then you want to jump on a call, and probably you want to have the best audio so that they can hear you well, because they have like noise cancelling. So in a way, they isolate around surrounding noise. Because if you're using your normal phone or your normal MacBook microphone, it may take in all the surrounding noise, And so, but if you're recording with these, if you're speaking through these, there's a way they try to cut off the surrounding noise and only concentrate on the primary sound, which is like from like your voice. So yeah, these so these come with a connection. They come with two connections. There's a C-type connection, which is on in my camera, and then there's this, which is which connects to iPhones, and then also we have this which connects. It has that horse. I think they call it a horseshoe, horseshoe, which, and so these ones usually connect in the bigger cameras, and of course there are a few other things that come in the packets, but because I don't because I don't be using these are components, I don't tend to carry them. Remember, we're all about portability. So yeah, we're almost finishing up. We have this cloth. I don't know its name, but it's mostly used to, we're cleaning our lenses. We don't want to have smudgy lenses. So yeah, we have this cloth which we use to clean our lens. Then we have our, I think it's a Prodo digital watch. Currently it's out of battery and I didn't carry the charger. Yeah, which cuts off its importance in this trip. But this is mostly to keep time, track your fitness. You can use it to set an alarm. You can use it to time yourself if you're working on a project or whatever. Yeah, things that watches do. It's black. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items of black. So we're not doing badly. And I think that we might have, let me check your pockets. Then we have this. So this is like, I don't know, man. I don't know the names of these things, but this is like, it gives you ports. It's a port station. I think it's a station with ports. So it has like two C types. Then it has the HDMI. Then it has USB. There are two, and then it has like the card, the big card reader, and then the micro card reader. Then it has the internet cable thingy port. So, and all this is shared through. It has a C type at the end. So these connections connect the laptop through the C type. So yeah, just in case if you want to read something from a flash, if you want to, you never know, man. You never know that the ports you may need. So it's best that you carry it. Better safe than sorry. Then we have this sound core. This is great. Sound core. They're called open ear earpods. So they connect to the ear like this, and so the thing is that these ones don't isolate you from your environment. You can still listen to your music, but then also be able to be aware of your environment. So usually these ones I'm using them if I'm doing like a call, if I'm doing like a Google Meet or whatever, and I want to hear people that I'm listening to. And also I don't want to be putting on the headphones, or if I'm like moving in public or whatever. Yeah, it's really that I'm still getting used to the feeling, but yeah, I think it's a lot of work. It's like you have some futuristic earpiece on your ear. So yeah, currently the battery is not the best. I think it's warning because it has like that red thing. I don't know if you saw the red thing where it's off. So yeah, really, then I have my wallet, which I used to. What do wallets do? To keep money and resources. So yeah, I think that would be it for now. I don't. Oh yeah, we have this. It's a flash. It's by Green Lion. So yeah, it's a multi-port flash, which the capacity of 128 GB, which that's a lot. So it has like an iPhone, then I think this is C type, then I don't know, I forgot the name of this one, this type. I hardly use it. Yeah, but then it has a USB, so you can connect it to your MacBook, connect it to your Android, then you can also connect it to an iPhone. And the iPhone, there's an app that you have to get, then you can easily like maybe move like files from my iPhone. Maybe you recorded some things and you want to move them onto this as a backup, so that you create like more space on your phone or things like that. Yeah, it's never, you really need like storage always, and portable storage. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, so basically I think that's it. So can you give me a tour of the things that I carry around, my how to play, that's a brand. So yeah, thank you. So let me go and start working. Cheers.